I know.
And I think I want to try again during U.S. business hours.
Could you hear the Malaysian accent through the text chat, or whatever foreign country it was?
I really don't mind. People need to make a living no matter where they live. I don't mind the foreign tech support. I don't mind that I don't mind it in one little bit. What bugs me is when people have tech support names. I say, hello? My name is George. I said, no, your name is not George. What's your real name? Vikram.
What bothers me is when that, and when I just can't understand enough to be able to tell if they understand what I'm saying. And usually
I don't notice that quite as much anymore. You had that for a while. It's gotten a bit better.
Yeah, it isn't as bad as it used to be. And actually, if it's Malaysia or the Philippines, they're usually really good because their English is really good.
Yeah.
All right, I was gonna go to.
All right, so I put in the chat the
new YouTube link. Okay. Let's close that one. Oh, I opened it twice. That was not intentional. Go live.
I'm switching you to unlisted, and I'm going to go.
Andy Warhol said that in the future, everyone will be famous for 5 minutes. He didn't mention that in the future, everyone will be a television channel.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So.
And famous for 500 interminable hours.
All right. So I am going to. Well, I don't. One of you want to we'll fake this out and give me a cue.
Sure. LB, let's cue up the video.
All right.
I have to hurry and finish these observations before old Golly gets here. She's been writing to me less and less ever since her young daughter was born, but today she's finally coming to visit. Oh, right on time. Hi, old Golly.
Harriet, it's so lovely to see you, but I've got to go for a while. Can you stay here and watch Mary, please? Okay.
But
I'll be right back.
I knew it.
Ugh,
it doesn't
I
mute
hate when
me.
my routine gets ruined.
It mutes everybody else, huh?
Yeah, I have to try it again.
Okay. So do you want me to mute everybody?
Yeah, why don't you do that? You give me the cue and then you do the mute all. I'm going to mute myself. Hit mute all as you say, roll the video.
Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, LB, let's roll the video.
Resolved.
How do you know for sure? Where's the key?
Okay, I'll check. Wait, you might actually be onto something. I don't see a piano key here. So then...
Dang.
Let's go back to the room, see if we can find any more evidence.
Yeah, so I muted everybody and then I muted myself and you still showed up as the presenter, basically.
Why is there paint on that wall?
Interesting. Yeah, that's weird because I was muted.
I completely missed that.
All right.
I was so distracted by
the piano
and the
let's try it. I'll do it
and...
one more time with me with my camera off as well.
Orange and purple.
Let me reset though. Hold on. Stop sharing.
So are you going to go through the exercise and muting all, or did you want me?
No, I want you to mute all, but I'm gonna stop my camera before this starts, before I actually start sharing.
Okay. Let me know when to give you the cue.
And actually, the other thing I'm going to do is be ready with the share button open, so I don't have to do two things. All right, so video is ready.
All right.
Before you do that, there is a setting that says when you're sharing your screen where you can hide. Let me see if I can find this again. Where did she show me? Hang on, I'm sorry. You click more in the meeting controls and click hide video panel.
Into meeting controls, hide video panel.
Click more. I think that's the ellipsis in the meeting controls.
So that would be the mine since it's my meeting.
I think so. Yeah, I don't see an ellipsis.
I'm in my settings here.
Hang on. I'm gonna show you the. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I can't paste an image into the chat.
No, you kidding?
Okay.
This is text chat.
I'm gonna share my screen momentarily.
Okay.
So that people can see what she told me.
It's like I have an ICQ again.
Oh, so it's. No, it's not there. Yeah, do you see that? I don't know where you see that.
That looks like it's up at the top right, where you have the view selection.
Yeah. It says start to being share your screen like on a Mac.
Click more. Yeah, and the more all I have is the live stream stuff.
Show video panel. And the participant video panel will show by default the participant. But if you do not see it, click more meaning because it can show video panel. Suppose you're already showing the video panel, then
you should be able to unshow.
See, I don't think this is not going to affect the live stream. There's no way this is going to affect the live.
John, what do you have for options under view?
See,
I think have, let's see. I have speaker view, gallery view, show non-video participants, because I have that turned off as a default, and then exit full screen.
See,
all right, well, let's try this again with me turning off my camera. If it's going to assume that I'm the presenter since I'm sharing my screen, maybe if I turn off the camera, it will go away. So I'm ready with this share screen.
All right, so you want me to give you the cue?
Yep.
All right, LB, let's start the video.
I have to hurry and finish these observations before old Golly gets here. She's been writing to me less and less ever since her young daughter was born, but today she's finally coming to visit. Oh, right on time. Hi, old Golly.
Harriet, it's so lovely to see you, but I've got to go for a while. Can you stay here and watch Mary, please? Okay.
But
I'll be right back.
Ugh, I hate when my routine gets ruined. Come on.
What's that notebook for? Do you want to?
Listen, I don't know you and I don't want to know you. Let's just stay out of each other's ways.
Okay, so what I did is I hid you could see I was the video showing. I stopped my video and I went away.
Hey.
Yep, there you did.
There's a
okay.
key missing in the piano. Someone must have stolen it.
And can
so
you
I think
tell
it's both muting and stopping the video, your own video share.
And both of us have to do it.
Yeah.
To do.
All right.
Can I have some of that cake?
What cake?
The one behind.
Okay, can somebody write that down in the notes?
Yep. I'm in there. I'm in there.
It actually sounds more complicated than it is. It's basically the step is mute everybody, mute yourself, stop your own video, and then share it.
Okay. Of course, the moment somebody breaks mute, they're going to pop up there.
It's true.
Yep.
Bummer.
Well, we could turn on the security. We could turn the ability to unmute yourselves.
That's true.
That is
And
an
you can
option.
toggle that, right? We can
Yep.
turn that on and off in the middle of the meeting.
We could definitely do that.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's, if you guys go to security and look, you'll see one of the check marks is unmute themselves under allow participants to. If you might have to be a co-host to see
Yeah,
that.
that's really the right thing to do. Although, might that cause problems in the breakout room that's going on during the same time?
Yeah, I'm gonna make Peter, you and
we need
Linda,
to
I'm
try
making
that.
you guys co-hosts so you can see that what I'm talking about.
But yeah, we need to try that. Josh, I don't think it will, but we have to try it.
Yeah.
So where is it?
So if you go to security, you see the security icon.
Yep.
You'll see there's allow participants to, and one of the check marks is unmute themselves. So if we get remove that, then they can't unmute themselves once we mute them.
That is also that's also behind the triple dots at the bottom of the participant window.
Oh, it is.
So you can go down there and you can.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All in one spot. That's even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we want to uncheck allow participants to unmute themselves, right?
Right.
Correct.
So we do that and then we mute all. Then they can't unmute themselves during the video.
Right.
We just need to remember when the video completes, we'd want to allow that again.
We just need to make sure that that doesn't cause problems in the breakout room.
Right. So the question is, where does this? So this little sequence of things, it's like we have to figure out exactly where to put it in this.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have a post-it note somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to be one of those things where we're not going to get it right every time, depending on what else is going on.
Just to have it clear in my mind, all the participants and the appraisers are going to be watching the video through Zoom, not YouTube, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So people watching YouTube aren't going to realize there's a delay, really.
Right.
No, yeah, they won't have any idea.
Okay.
Can I just say, I'm going to make a counter argument here. This is adding a lot of complication.
It's
for very little value add.
I don't know. It doesn't seem that bad.
Let's work on it, Josh. I think it's one of those things where if we screw it up, it's not the end of the world. But if we can get it done,
my worry is that we'll break the breakout.
But we can test that. So,
okay.
Well, we're only doing this when they're not in the breakout, right?
Well, there's somebody in the breakout.
The other challenge will be off in the breakout.
That's true.
Time.
That's true.
The appraisers will be there. They'll be meeting with the team.
Let's see.
Let's one or two of us go into the breakout room. We'll start talking. You guys mute us all and see.
Yep.
Well, we do know if we're using the participant list to mute people,
it should only be
uncheck it shouldn't impact because the breakout people don't show up in the participant list.
Right. But let's try it. So
yeah, let's try it out.
Josh and Peter, why don't you go into? Are you in the same room?
I can't because we need to be participants and not co-hosts for this to be a valid test.
All right. I'll remove your co-host permissions for the two of you. Okay. So now you're regular DI people.
Okay, so I'm going to join the breakout room. Join in room 1.
All right. So you want me to do the muting?
Yeah, go for it.
Allow participants to unmute themselves. Now, this is even better. I'm not muted, but when you do mute all, there's a checkbox in there that actually is pre-checked that says allow participants to unmute themselves. So you just need to make sure that's not checked and then hit yes. So we can do that in one spot.
Excellent.
So let's send a message to the breakout room. Come back. All right, were you guys muted or were you talking? What happened? You're muted now. Hold on. Okay, you can unmute yourselves.
We were able to mute and unmute ourselves.
Okay.
Yes.
And you didn't get muted.
And we
Yeah.
did not get muted by you.
Right. That's
Cool.
what basically whatever we do for that kind of stuff, if we're in the main room, it only applies to the room that you're in. Those functions. But that's
And
good.
then-
All right.
Peter and Josh, if you can try it yourself. So it might matter if you're a co-host. I'll put you a co-host again. But if you go to the participant window and you go to mute all, you'll see in the message box, there's a checkbox already in there about allowing them to unmute themselves or not. So you can just do it right there when you mute all. So it's real easy. One button.
Okay.
But the big thing is you've got to remember when people come back, we have to check that
Unmute 'em.
because you two came back and you were muted.
Yes,
Well, and
we
that's
were.
one of the things
Well,
that
there's
has,
mute participants on entry, and we've got and allow participants unmute themselves.
we can also ask all to unmute, but we wouldn't want to do that. I think what we would do as VCs is we would, if we notice somebody is talking and they're not muted, we would go and unmute them. There are never going to be so many people in this room, I think, that we can't do that.
Right.
Right.
I just don't think, LB, that they were able to unmute themselves when they came back until I unchecked that.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right.
And that's fine.
So that's just a step we need to remember when they come back.
Okay. So
Just another step.
Yeah.
other steps.
That like by noon, 1 o'clock, we're not even have to think about this anymore.
Well, that's probably true. By 2 o'clock, it's all done. No.
Yeah.
No, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Well, 4:30 actually. It pushed out a little bit when I put in the 4:30, 4:15, I think, somewhere around there.
Oh.
That's actually something we need to figure out. I need to figure out what time to announce for the closing ceremony. How much time I need to leave.